previously. Big Brother electrified Battle Week. As the housemates fought it out to see who ruled the roost.
This is the most attention I've had all week.
You are a chick magnet.
Drew and Sam's romance was heating up. But the arrival of Drew's ex, Tully,
Happy birthday, Sam.
sparked a fiery love triangle.
That's Drew's new girlfriend.
Oh, amazing. He's never single for long.
And Big Brother appointed Tully his first ever head of house.
Oh, yes.
Giving her exclusive privileges.
That's like the VIP to nightclub.
And unprecedented power.
Tully, you will also be safe from eviction for the entire week.
Wow.
Not bad.
At the challenge, the housemates competed in teams.
Make it really hard for them.
With the newbies and the OGs mixed together. The winning team made the difficult decision to put up Layla, Johnson and Dave. With the odds stacked against him, superfan Johnson made a desperate deal with Tim to stay in the game.
Let's work together to top 10. I'm prepared to pay you to shake on that.
This is my biggest dream, and I'm going to lay everything on the line tonight.
And at an emotional eviction ceremony,
This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. This is everything that I've wanted and more.
Johnson's prayers were answered.
I wanted to come on Big Brother since I was 11. It just made me nostalgic. It used to be me.
And after sacrificing herself, it's time to go, Layla.
It's okay. It's great.
We said goodbye to one of the legends of the game. This is Big Brother. Who wins? You decide. It's day 12 in the Big Brother house, and Tully is still coming to grips with living with her ex, Drew, and his new flame, Sam.
Drew, how much? Hey, Drew.
Do you want some beard oil?
Yes, please.
Drew.
Hello.
What are you doing?
Tully's talking to you.
It's right. I'll just go myself later. Don't worry about it. Why am I here?
That reminds me so much of your season.
How does it feel living with your ex-boyfriend?
Look, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit awkward. I think they're actually very well suited, and it's quite sweet most of the time. But being all cute and romantic, literally directly opposite me, it's just that I feel like a creep. I feel like everyone's got their buddy, everyone's got their little ride or die, and I'm kind of like a spare part. I'm just saying, I'm starting to feel like a spare dick at a party. Like I feel like I'm an inconvenience. Like I'm like that ex-girlfriend that's rocked up to your house party uninvited and then is standing there in the corner just like staring.
Oh, Tommy.
What about Tim? You have played together before.
Tim kind of had it in for me a little bit last time round, so I think that I'm just a little bit more wary and cautious of Tim this time round. And then I heard lovebirds sneaking in and out of each other's beds, and I was wide awake.
It's just going too hard too fast. Like, you guys...
I feel like I can't talk.
...was a slow burn.
If it wasn't for Sam, it would be, you, me and Drew would be super tight.
I know. Well...
And now we've got Sam to deal with.
Okay, I'll have you back.
So kind.
Let's build the trust. Tully, I know what it means to feel like
I have no one.
have that one person. Do you want to do that?
What, be my person?
Let's work. Let's do this.
Could this potentially be a new page for you and Tim?
Look, Big Brother, I would love to say yes. It could potentially be a new page for Tim and I, but I've played with Tim before.
I was surprised, Tully, watching back, how many people didn't like you. That I thought you were in with.
We all hit,
I thought I was the only person.
I'm waiting for the punchline.
There isn't one. He's just being a dick.
Punching.
I was a bit much. I was a lot. The first 2 weeks, I just got so caught up like, that we had a pool, we had all the food, and the whole backyard had a fence running down it.
It's hilarious.
I think they brought it down because Tully was crying so much. Like, people were like,
Tim, I'm right here, mate.
what? I'm just telling it like it is.
Why are you doing this?
I'm not being mean. Australia saw the show, Tully.
What are you up to? No, off. Actually, off.
Oh, my God.
No, I can't bother with you right now.
You're starting this. You could have just laughed and gone, yeah, I did cry a lot. I'm not doing anything. I was just talking about our show. We have to work as a team, Tully.
Yeah, interesting time to be a jerk.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, I need to go from Tim before I literally tell him to go himself.
Oh, okay. Oh. You're good?
Yeah.
You sure? I don't think you're okay.
No, I don't want to cry. I'm not crying because of him. No, please sit down because he'll come in and yell at me. No, he's just being really mean for no reason. And he wants this from me, so I don't want to give it to him. He's just being, like, cruel. Like, he just in front of everyone goes, oh, that's right, Tully. I didn't remember until watching the show back that all these people you thought were your friends actually hated you. It's unnecessarily cruel.
I'm sorry, Tully.
And talking about me if I'm not right there in the room.
She cried.
It's just, I'm honestly got PTSD. This is triggering. This is exactly what he was like last time. And I thought we'd grown and we'd matured. It was nice to have that kind of a moment in the bathroom, just Tim and I. It felt real and it felt raw.
Oh, my God.
And yeah, I walked away from that chat feeling good about where Tim and I stood.
Is she doing this on purpose?
But he went from good cop to bad cop, Jekyll to Hyde, and just started bad-mouthing me and putting me down.
Own the crying. Or don't do it.
I feel like I'm watching Big Brother.
I am watching Big Brother back then all over again.
Oh, my God. It's like tiptoeing around a bloody lion. She just reacts. It's a ticking time bomb. That's what it is. And when I'm around, lighting fuses everywhere, it's going to end up in an explosion. Tully, I'm
please
sorry.
leave me alone, Tim. Please leave me alone.
No,
Please.
because no, this is wrong. What you're doing, you're painting me as some kind of
air.
awful person, saying that it's some hidden task. I'm not being awful. What I said wasn't awful. She's overreacting.
Tim,
Yes, big brother?
let's be honest. Do you enjoy pushing Tully's buttons a little bit?
I do. I really do enjoy pushing Tully's buttons.
Hello, housemates. Housemates, please sit on the lounge.
We're gonna get food.
Tell me, what was on the menu for breakfast this morning?
Bananas.
Last banana.
Not enough.
Not enough, Reggie.
I had an apple. I'm starving.
Well, housemates, today you will compete in your very first shopping task. And if you succeed, you could score a full $800 to spend on food. Okay, housemates, listen up.
Here we go.
Because here is how it is going to work. Please take a look at the screen.
What is it?
Over the next 8 hours,
8 hours.
cannons will be firing at said targets. And your job is to defend it at all costs. Two housemates at a time will stand guard with shields.
Yes. Wow.
But if your defense fails and a ball hits the target, you will lose $10 from your shopping budget.
Okay, we can do this.
Do you understand, housemates?
Yeah.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Good. Let's play. Also, housemates, the first pair is Tim and Tully.
So I'm excited for the challenge, yes. I'm excited to spend the next God knows how long with Tim.
Tim and Tully, we hate each other. So do you still hate me?
Tim, I've never hated you, that's the problem.
We are on the same team this time because...
But Tim, that's what I'm saying. You don't even feel like we are.
Yeah, well, you know that feeling that you're feeling now about Drew being with someone else? That's how I felt last time. So this morning when we had that little real chat, I meant it. I wasn't saying in there to try and upset you.
The reason why you guys are so upset is because you both care about each other so much.
Yes.
So you got to remember that as well. Both.
I know, and that is the funny thing. We
if you
actually do
yeah,
care about each
I
other
know,
a lot.
that's right.
You're not saying much.
That's my point, Tim.
Well, do you want to reconcile or not?
We're fine. We're always fine. When are we not fine?
We're fine, but the others here...
Well, they'll see very quickly what you and I are like. Two annoying siblings that have to love each other but don't always like each other.
That's a good TV series right there.
Two annoying siblings.
Oh, that's good. Or two annoying queens.
Queens! Tim's not really a queen, to be fair.
I'm a princess.
Tim and I are like brothers and sisters. Like, we inherently love each other, but he can also be a bit of a rat bag. So you've really got to move on. You've got to acknowledge that Tim is who he is. Oh! That got my face!
Oh, keep going, don't give up, keep going. Is that one here?
Two here.
$40 already.
Your face all right, sis?
I don't know. I don't know what just happened.
Did it get ya?
Tully, Sam has a feather tattoo like you.
Twins.
So much in common.
So much in common.
So much in common.
5'10", both Libras, saxophone/clarinet enthusiasts. Almost the exact same tattoo.
They both love Drew, so much in common.
Get ready, housemates. The balls can come at any moment.
Oh, dude! There's more!
Yes! Yes!
Double shot!
Oh!
Yes!
Oh!
Tim and Tully, your shift is now over. You lost $80.
Oh, no! That was really stressful. Oh, this is all my shopping budget down the drain.
Taras and Drew.
Oh, come on, kiddo. It started.
Hurry up, boys.
Oh! Did that go through? Oh, son of a gun. Could be right in the face.
Best to use that shield and not that snout of yours.
You're smashed.
Drew and Taras, you've lost $70.
That's quite a lot.
Sorry, guys.
You look like Wonder Woman, act like Wonder Woman, come on!
Another $70 down, housemates.
Oh.
$10 is so much money in this house. Ah! Money is just plummeting at this point. Oh, shit! No!
Don't close your eyes!
Oh, come on!
Remember, housemates, the goal is to stop the balls, not let them through.
Oh, Jesus!
I did not hit one ball then. At this rate, we're going to be owing Big Brother money.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I've dropped him.
Alicia and Trevor, you've lost $180.
Oh, my God.
Oh, this is heartbreaking.
We're going to be on rations again. We're not going to have any money left.
Still to come.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Jesus!
Can Reggie defend the housemates' dwindling budget?
I can!
can't see the balls coming.
Then, Battle Week erupts as rivals work together to hold on for survival.
Yeah, I've got 2 older sisters.
You can tell you've got sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love boys that have sisters.
Hey, his girlfriend's straight over here.
Yeah, she's right here.
Pull it, man, pull!
I've got you. I've got you. I'm not going nowhere. All I'm asking for is everything you've got.
Oh.
Fire in the hole!
Big Brother has announced the first shopping task. Something the housemates have struggled with.
Oh my God.
What the hell was that, Big Brother?
For every ball that hits that target, that's $10.
Oh, yeah! Oh.
Housemates, so far you have lost $640. On the next shift, we have Reggie,
Alrighty, let's do this.
JC, and Drew.
Righto.
Heading into my shift, I do feel like I'm going to be under a lot of pressure to bring home the goods. Oh, I'm not feeling 100% confident that I'm going to be able to see these balls coming at me. And I would hate to be the one to, like, really mess this up. I got diagnosed with an eye disease back in 2005. They did tell me I have 15 years left before I'll be totally blind. Now, I think 17 years has passed and I'm hanging on to what I've got. And that's why I make the most of each day. You know, I could wake up tomorrow and it's going to be gone. I'm here to prove that I'm not going to let my eyesight stop me from doing anything. I'm here to prove to people that, you know, having a disability doesn't stop you from achieving goals.
Come on! Don't let any through.
Get him, yes!
What? I didn't even see that.
Yes, yes, yes! Oh, Jesus!
Where are they coming from?
These high ones.
Oh,
Oh, Drew, more!
Go! Oh, poo! Oh, my goodness. This is so scary.
Reggie, how are you finding the challenge?
I can't see the balls coming. Oh.
That could be an issue.
Oh, I think it...
Oh. Yeah, Drew!
Go.
That's Reg. Good work.
Did I get that?
Yep.
Did I?
Yeah.
Congratulations, Reggie. That ball was yours.
That was yours.
Really?
Reggie, I will reward you $10 each time you successfully hit the ball.
Hit more balls! Hit more balls, Reggie!
Righto. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes, Drew, true! Oh, they're still going! Yes, Reggie! Yes, Reggie!
Oh.
Yeah, Reggie, go two! Yes, Reggie, three! Yes, Reggie! Reggie, you're the best!
Oh, sugar!
Oh, yes, Reggie! Oh, Reggie, you are my absolute favourite human ever.
Housemates, your shopping task has now concluded. Please make your way to the living room.
All these balls.
Yes!
Oh, that was fun.
I think we made a lot of money back.
Reggie, you did so well.
Reggie was like smashing those balls left, right, and centre.
Reggie's literally saved us.
And for a blind Sheila, she's got an amazing backhand.
Hello, housemates. Your shopping task is now concluded.
Don't celebrate yet, guys.
Well, housemates, over the past 8 hours, you had a potential $800 shopping budget up for grabs. Every time a ball hit Big Brother's target, you lost $10 from your shopping budget.
I'd like a replay.
Housemates, you started with $800, and after your performance today, you were left with
120. Yeah, 120, I reckon.
$90.
$90? That's how much I spend on my shopping each week. Epic failure.
However, Reggie, you were the saving grace for your hungry housemates today.
We love you, Reggie.
I awarded you $10 for every ball you successfully defended. I can confirm you blocked 9 balls during your shift. Reggie, you earned back $90 toward the budget. Housemates, your total shopping budget this week will be $180. Well done, housemates.
Oysters, here we go.
Tully, as head of house, you are in charge of the household shopping.
That's a bad idea, big brother.
Freeze-dried coffee.
Coca-Cola.
Tully, please choose one other housemate to assist you and make your way to the diary room.
I reckon a vegetarian, maybe. Just.
That's a good
Yeah,
idea.
like a vegan.
Just don't mess it up, Tal.
Reggie, please.
Reggie and Tully, please make your way to the diary
I've never
room.
seen Reggie so concerned.
Freeze-dried coffee and lots of coffee beans.
Sugar.
Garlic.
If they don't come back with coffee...
If they don't come back with coffee,
coffee's my number one.
I may renegotiate my lifelong friendship with Reggie.
That's what they're scared of. Let's do coffee before we...
Oh, yeah, coffee. Oh, it's on sale.
Reggie should be all right with the herbs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple.
Like, Tully should know what a vegan eats.
Yeah, that's right.
And what a vegan can't eat, so she'll kind of still... I think they'll be all right, to be honest.
What else? What about halloumi for the... Like, what else do vegans eat? No, vegans can't eat halloumi. That's cheese. Veggies. We'll just do a lot of veggies.
What do the vegans eat, big brother?
Housemates, that is time. Please leave the shopping tablet.
That's pressure. Oh.
Okay, did you get freeze-dried coffee?
Yes.
Yes.
So you got Makona?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
It's
I love you. What vegan stuff did you get? What were your vegan
We got
options?
vegan... Well, we got mince for like a spag bowl, so then we got some vegan spag bowl mince.
Vegan spag bowl mince?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years.
You guys have done really well. I think everyone can agree that you guys did really well.
Have you seen, like, everyone's photos?
While housemates wait for their food to arrive, talk turns to missing family.
And that's my brother.
Oh, he looks like
And
Mark.
Taras finds himself connecting with hero of the day, Reggie.
Do you want to see my girlfriend?
Yeah, yes. Oh, what a pretty photo. It's so cute.
So cute, eh? Oh, I love her. Do you want to see our kitties?
Yeah, of course I'm missing that the most. I've got 2, Mia and Lucas. I got divorced, but we've had to also stay amicable because of Lucas's illness, and you know
What's Lucas?
Oh, sorry, he's got cystic fibrosis, the lung disease. So you know, like we've got to go up to Brisbane, like travel, and you just got to, you got to do it for the kids.
Good on you.
Yeah.
I remember Reggie so vividly from her season. I just remember being so blown away by someone so beautiful, so heartfelt and genuine and still funny. And I remember loving her. I was maybe 13 or 14 and being so happy that she won. And so meeting her here and just being like, you're the exact same person I remember. And for her to still be so beautiful and loving with all her hardships is a testament to the power of her beautiful human spirit.
Life.
As the housemates settle in for the night, things are getting steamy in the hot tub.
Hello. Hello. It's been a week of hanging out.
A good week.
It's been a great week. It's been a week of kissing, actually. This is our 1 week anniversary.
Would I visit? Yes.
Did you visit?
Yeah, I'll visit.
Visit me? Really? Yeah, that's sweet. You're just like heaps of dicks. It's really nice.
Joel hasn't kissed me yet.
Shut the gates.
You haven't kissed on the lips
Yeah,
yet.
now
What do you
it's
mean?
We've been laying in bed like this far away talking.
You're kidding.
Yeah, we've faced each other like this.
So we are way grosser than you.
Yes, he told
Joel didn't want to kiss Alicia. I think Joel needs to make a move.
In here, 1 week is 7 years. So we've been laying in bed for the last 6 nights.
Might be an absolute gentleman.
He is. I do respect that, and I'm not used to guys being like that. I feel really sad for her, because if Drew didn't kiss me after a few days, I would question it.
I'll be honest. If you leave this game before I do, the game's coming. I'll start making some pretty wild goals.
What do you mean?
Shooting from the hip.
Why?
No, I know I'm not. I just know I'm going to.
That's really sweet. I'm reading between the lines. Be cute. Be cute. It's cute.
It's like that scene when they roll into town and just start shooting. I'll probably go down, but I'll get a few before I go.
I'm so happy that I have Drew, because Drew and I do trust each other on such a deep level.
Yeah.
It goes beyond this game. That's the most food I feel like I've eaten.
Yeah, that's probably one of the better.
Oh.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, you... What happened?
God.
He had a nut in his mouth and he pretended he was cracking his neck.
Ah, that's a good one.
Today is house nominations, where every housemate can nominate someone for possible eviction. And before today's challenge, the OGs are already getting their votes together.
Trev, do you think we need to coordinate better our votes this week? To maybe just target 2 newbies and pile votes on them? And then the 3rd we'll save?
Yeah, it's probably the best way to do it.
And if Lara's in the mix?
Oh, I'm chucking her in for sure. She's just too much.
Look at the field. No one makes their beds.
But who's the other? That's what we've got to work out.
I've been telling them that she chuck Joel up, but he's just going to kill everybody and everything. That's the whole thing.
Big move.
I know, it's a massive move.
But it's also maybe we should do sooner rather than later.
Reg, we're trying to work out nominations. One of us will probably go up, but we'll save that person.
Oh, I'm really bad with this voting numbers thing. I leave that up to Tim.
We want 2 of them, 1 of us.
He helps me with it, because I'm not good with that.
Where's Gabby going to vote? Where's Sam going to vote? Where's Lulu going to vote?
And maybe we've got to talk to these floaters, Gabby, Lulu, Sam, about putting a vote on the same 2 that we vote for.
Okay.
Right now in this game, with these 2 strong alliances, the OGs versus the newbies, the floaters hold so much power. We've got to start thinking really quickly about how we can use them in this game. Whoever controls the floaters controls the game.
Taras, my beautiful little Taras. Come give me a cuddle, Taras.
Are you feeling a bit better today?
Oh, he's better today. It's good.
Oh, good.
Is Tully in there?
Tully's in here, yeah.
Okay.
What's going on today?
Okay, here's the deal. We've got to cut out one of them. If it was a one vote, would you be prepared to use one, all right?
I'll probably put my vote on Lara.
Okay, cool. So we remove Lara. That's the best case scenario this week.
Lara is like mum and her boys.
Yeah.
It's a mummager and the J crew.
As long as she doesn't
Win.
Nah.
We have to all bust our asses to win.
She can't win. She has to go. We've got to cut the mum's head off.
Everyone's coming for me.
Yeah, of course, but like, that's because like, you're obviously a threat to their game. Because you're good socially as well, you're not a dick. And you're good with the physical challenges. Like that, like you knew you were gonna have a target anyway. I don't trust him at all.
No, he's alright. I really like him, but...
Same, like on the outside, we mates there.
Yeah. But strength in numbers in here, obviously.
Yeah, one person on that side needs to go.
Something else.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, please use this time to get ready for today's challenge in the yard.
We've managed to see an OG player leave the Big Brother house. It is imperative that we see another big OG player go. It is absolutely essential that if I win today's challenge, there's some big moves that need to play out today, and the OGs are not going to expect it. Not one bit.
Tomorrow.
That is sick.
Oh, no, what is this? It's gonna be pairs. It's gonna be pairs, right?
Hello, housemates.
Hey, Big Brother.
Hey, Big Brother.
Welcome back to my yard. Well, housemates, it is that time of the week again. Tonight, it's house nominations, which means every single one of you will have your say. So the only way to guarantee your safety from the next eviction is to win this challenge. Would you like to know what the challenge is?
Yes, absolutely.
For today's challenge, you'll be competing in teams chosen by a random ball pick draw. Each pair will use ropes to hold a heavy frame for as long as they can. At different intervals, housemates must lower their hands down the rope, lowering the frame, making it more and more difficult to hold. And to make things even more interesting, the frames will be weighted with a percentage of each pair's total body weight. The pair who can hold their frame up the longest will win and will be safe from tonight's house nominations. Trevor.
Yes, Big Brother.
What's so funny?
No, percentage of body weight's going to be great for me.
And your partner. Yeah.
Best of luck, Trevor. Best of luck. Tully.
Yes, Big Brother.
As head of house, you are once again safe from house nominations.
Thank the Lord, baby Jesus.
You will still compete. If you and your partner win today, you will both be safe from house nominations. Everyone else is fair game. It definitely pays to be head of house.
Absolutely.
Now, housemates, it's time to find out your pairs. Okay, housemates, let's take a look at all the teams. We have Lulu and JC, Alicia, Trevor, Sam and Tim, Gabby and Taras, Estelle and Johnson, Lara and Drew, Tully and Joel, and Reggie and Dave.
The rock stars, yeah.
On my command, this challenge will commence. In 3, 2, 1, go. This challenge may seem fairly simple right now, but as you lower your hands down the knots, the pressure will increase.
Yeah, it's gonna suck when we get lower.
Okay, housemates. This challenge seems to be a little too casual. Soon I will tell you to lower your hands in between the next set of knots. 3, 2, 1. Please lower your hands in between the next set of knots. You should now be experiencing a slight increase in pressure.
Oh, God, this is killing.
We can't be the first.
We can't be the first, but it feels like we're gonna be.
I think we might.
I think we're gonna be. Shit, Reg. Shit. What are we gonna do, Reg? It's gonna.
You want to go?
You want it? 1, 2, 3.
Reggie and Dave out of nowhere drop. If at any point you want to relieve the pain, housemates, just let go of your rope. Housemates, you have been a part of this challenge for 20 minutes.
Hey.
Well done.
Round of applause.
D to clap.
Estelle now crouching over in pain.
All I'm asking for is your absolute best. When you know you've given me your best.
Everyone beginning to feel the discomfort. Trevor, are you still feeling comfortable?
No, big brother. Fingers are killing me.
Do you want to go? Let me know, Trev.
Someone will drop.
Oh, shit.
What do you want to do?
Yeah, might have to drop it, bud.
All right, yep.
Ready, 1, 2, 3, go.
And it's Trevor and Alicia.
You right, mate?
Yeah, all good.
Where's your cramp?
Well done, Trevor and Alicia.
Just,
I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha.
I can't. Just my stupid head, my wrists.
All I'm asking for is everything you've got. That's all I'm asking for, Sel. Everything you've got. Every bit you got. Every bit you got. Come on, honey. Good girl.
Yeah, I've got 2 older sisters.
You can tell you've got sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love boys that have sisters.
And a younger brother.
Cute.
Yeah, so...
Tully cannot be nominated as head of house.
We understand.
I'm having a conversation, big brother.
You're interrupting us.
Is it a nice conversation?
It is.
We haven't had a lot of chats, so we're just getting to know each other.
Hey, his girlfriend's straight over here.
Yeah, she's right here.
Why?
She's literally right here.
Oh, no.
Joel got side eyes for the new girl.
Maybe he prefers.
Bitch better not.
Yeah, bitch better not look backwards.
She has nothing on me.
Not the big brother I remember. It's hard.
No one comfortable anymore.
No.
This challenge is well and truly underway. Let's make it a little more interesting.
Don't you dare make it interesting, bruh.
I'm going to make it interesting.
This is already interesting enough.
Okay.
It is time to lower your hands down to the next set of knots on your rope. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No.
Don't
let go, Johnson. Don't let go.
I'm not going nowhere.
Don't let go.
I'm not going nowhere.
Don't let go.
Crouch. If you need to crouch, crouch. Good girl. That's it.
Johnson, I can't. Johnson, we're going to lose it.
No, we're not going to lose it.
Johnson,
I'm here.
look.
I'm here. I'm here.
I can't.
I'm here. I'm here still. Come on.
Johnson, I can't. I'm sorry.
Estelle and Johnson finally lose the battle, and they are out.
Hey,
I'm struggling, eh?
Oh, I'm doing it.
Housemates, you have been a part of this challenge for 50 minutes. That means Tully and Joel have been chatting for 50 minutes.
Yeah, he's got all the weight, I betcha.
Excuse me, Lara. You hear what she said? He's got all the weight,
He's got all most of the weight, I'm sure.
No.
How come you're not struggling?
We are struggling. We're just trying to talk through it.
They're the same height, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's because you're the same height.
How's her trying to undermine me?
Seriously. Yeah, I'm good.
Lulu, that rope looks very slack.
Lulu, pull!
Lulu's fate completely in JC's hands.
Oh my God.
Well done, brah.
JC and Lulu drop. Okay, housemates.
Yeah.
Soon we will be making things just a little bit harder. You now have 10 seconds to transition down to the next set of knots.
Not ready.
This is a live transition. On my count.
Wait till he says it.
3, 2, 1.
We're going to come right far back.
Don't fall back. Don't fall back. Joel, don't fall back. Joel, don't fall back.
All housemates
I'm gonna lean back, okay?
move down to the next knots.
T.
Lara and Drew really digging deep to stay in this.
Come on, Drew, don't let it go now, man. Just hold it.
Lara and Drew's frame moves up and down.
Drew, pull it, man, pull! Drew, pull it!
Oh!
Lara and Drew are out. Only 3 teams remain. Sam and Tim, Gabby and Taras, and Tully and Joel.
Good job, Tully.
All right, we need to bring it down. Slowly.
Pull through your legs,
Come on, Gab, come on, hold!
Taras and Gabby drop.
I'm proud of you.
Great effort. And we are down to the final 2 teams. Sam and Tim taking on Tully and Joel.
Let's go, Tim.
It's anyone's game here. Don't.
Come on,
Sam,
Tim. Come on,
hold,
Sam.
Dig deep, Sam.
Come on, Sam, pull!
No one's cheering for us.
I know. Happens every time.
Don't let go,
Pull!
Tim.
Come on, Tim! Come on, boy! Good boy! You got at least 10 more of those.
Housemates, you have been a part of this challenge for 1 hour.
Wow! Should we try and make a deal with him?
Tim, we've got this.
Sam, get nice and low.
Shit.
We won.
We won?
We won.
Sam and Tim drop. Tully and Joel, you are the winner of the challenge.
That was hard.
Oh, hell! What's wrong with you?
Hard.
Yeah. Oh, don't get offended. I didn't mean to say it like that. I was just going.
Trust me, I was holding my own weight.
I know you were.
Congratulations, Tully and Joel. You are the winner of today's nomination challenge. And as a result, you are safe from house nominations. Tully,
Yes, big brother.
you were already safe.
I know.
Why did it mean so much for you to keep Joel safe?
Honestly, I think out of everyone here, I felt a lot more pressure when I realised I was paired up with Joel. Like, Joel is super competitive. He has won 2 challenges on his own already, so I felt a lot of pressure. Like, he's not a quitter, and he made sure that I didn't quit. So I think it was important to not let him down.
Housemates, You will have 30 minutes to plead your case and fight for your position in the House to ensure that you do not get nominated. Tully, in addition to being head of House, you will also be able to execute a game-changing power at tonight's House nominations.
Want to tell me what that is, or?
Good luck, housemates. That is all.
Well, unfortunately, Joel can't be nominated. So I'm going to try and take out the people around him. Tonight, I'm making a move against Joel's alliance, but we just need to make it happen.
Big.
Give us knuckles.
Housemates,
Here we go.
you have 30 minutes before today's House nominations begin. Use your time wisely. Tully and Joel, please make your way to the diary room.
So good. How nice is it feeling to win?
Congratulations. How does it feel?
Thanks, big brother.
Good. It feels good to be a winner. Obviously, he's had a little taste of it, but it's not often I win a physical challenge. Obviously, had some help, but yeah, it feels good.
So what do you both think about the House nominations today?
This is kind of how we used to nominate, so I feel a little bit more comfortable in the way it's run. I'm glad it's not us having to pick three.
Oh,
to be
absolutely.
honest.
Yeah, that's a lot harder.
What are you thinking of doing? Oh, who am I going to put up? Well, I don't know. I want to make sure that it counts. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. Like, there's no point in me putting one vote on one person if it's... I reckon. Yeah. Where you on? Trev. Yeah? Trev's going to go. We're all going to vote Trev to leave. We need one more OG to go. No way. And we're sweet. And then we are sweet. Yep.
Just because I'm safe doesn't mean I'm not going to scramble. Someone needs to take control, and I feel that I need to be that person. I have plans and backup plans. So right now, we really need to ensure that we put our votes on Trevor. If we get a few more original housemates out, that'll give us the numbers and the power to actually see Tim go, which is a huge play to pull off, if it can be pulled off.
Yeah, you win yours. So I think I'm trying to spread it out. I don't want it all to be stacked. You're doing Gap. I'm doing Trev. Yeah, I can do legend normal. Spread it out. Or Trev. Yeah.
I think Trev, as long as Trev goes out, because if Trev goes, we have the monopoly all sweet. Then we go Tim, Drew, and then everyone else falls, and then we have top five.
All right.
Easy. To see an OG go is ideal, but then we also want to use the rest of our votes on someone such as Gabby. Gabby G is a fence sitter. She's got a foot in each camp, and that is dangerous. She has been untrustworthy and sneaky behind the scenes.
What?
You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And to move forward and ensure our position here in the House, she needs to go.
You guys need a vote. Gab.
Okay. Really?
Put your votes on Gab.
100%?
Yep.
I'll listen to you then, man. All right, just listen. Am I 100% safe
Yeah.
with you guys?
Oh, you're safe with us, but not with the other guys.
So, you reckon it's Trev, Gabby, and...
Possibly one of you.
Who do you reckon's voting me? Trev.
Trev, Gabby,
And Sam.
probably Sam. I haven't heard from Sam. All right, so they're both gonna go Gabby. Good. Okay. Yep. See, perfect. Yeah. Go Gabby. So you and me are going Trev. Great. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Break. Yeah. No more.
Yes. Lulu, well, listen to them. Listen to them. Yeah, because it keeps it off us. Who is?
I'm pretty sure.
I can't tell you who, and I'm not going to tell you. Because, no, I don't think I heard two for you, and that's all.
Tully and Sam.
I'm not going to say anything. You're fine, but I can't tell you things because you'll go talk to people.
No, I won't go say nothing.
Okay.
Okay, give you my word, I won't. Okay. Estelle, we're sweet, aren't we? I'm not doing you, you don't do me.
Yeah.
Promise? Okay. Do you know anyone that's working with you? Have you heard my name?
I don't know what's going on. Everyone's
Really,
still asking
truly,
me
yeah.
they're saying to me, what are you doing?
Don't do me. Oh, I do you. I give you my word. I don't care what anyone says. I will not do you. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
I've got a couple I know, but probably about me.
You think?
Yeah.
I honestly
Do
don't.
you not want to tell me because you feel a bit scared?
No, it's not that.
It's
'cause I'm
definitely
just
not
saying-
me.
No, it's not. I'm not.
Okay.
No.
100%?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that I'm not voting for you and then vote for you.
Okay, cool. Me too.
Okay, stand there. So Lara is the target. Let's just, yeah? Yes? Yeah? Well, we can't go for Joel. Yeah, I'm happy to do that as well.
JC. Not you, JC. We're just doing JC.
It's too many for JC.
It would be great if we can ensure that 2 newbies are up for nomination. I know that floaters from the other side, Gabby and Sam, are going to vote for Lara.
Lulu doesn't know who she's voting for.
Yeah, I know.
Again.
So maybe you need to speak to her about who to vote for.
This is Big Brother. There is 5 minutes until house nominations commence.
You know, have you heard? I think we're doing Lara and JC out. I think we're doing Lara and JC outside.
I heard you guys were coming for me.
Who won't? If Lara goes. If she goes, you'll be fine.
Bloody hell, I can't.
You can't choose between both?
That's tough, man.
Mm.
Lulu drives me insane. She's still flip-flopping. Oh, well, we've saved her once. I think it's time to put her in that position again. I can put my vote on Lulu, and I knew one other person that hadn't told me who they were voting for yet, who I have a lot of sway over.
Laura just did that thing to me where she's like,
It's a lot.
that was a lot. I just got
that's
cornered.
why,
Like
that's why she's got
cornered.
to go.
Just got
Because
cornered.
It's quite blackmaily.
It kind of is, and I do
Yeah.
have a connection with her. I really do.
Yeah.
But then I get put in this position, and it's like,
Don't worry, you don't need to vote for her. I think we've got already enough on Lara. JC, if you don't want to vote for him, it's his third option. Lulu. She's not going. But what it does is it forces Lulu to then vote for Lara to go, and they will try and vote Lulu out, which will then cause her to want to cement that she's with us. We want her to cut ties with that side. So we're gonna get Lara out and make sure that she doesn't have trust in the others either. I'm voting Lulu on this side.
all right.
This is Big Brother. Housemates, your 30 minutes is now up. There is no more time for talk. All housemates to the lounge for house nominations.
If Lulu's up for eviction, it gets her a little bit scared again, where we can swoop on in as the heroes and say, we'll save you, Lulu, but this time, you're definitely an original. No more flip-flopping, Lulu. If we're going to save you this time, you're one of us.
This is the time to make these big moves. We have the numbers, and once Trev goes, it's just going to all come crashing down on the OGs. The numbers will be on our side. We will be in a very powerful position and take over the game.
Housemates, welcome to house nominations. The 3 housemates with the highest votes will be up for eviction. It is time to nominate Joel to the diary room. Joel, who would you like to nominate and why?
Today, I will be nominating someone who is quite well loved. I would like to see that we have a few more of the OGs disappear. So today I'll be nominating Trevor.
Thank you, Joel. Your nomination has been accepted.
Thanks, big brother.
Johnson to the diary room. Thank you, Sam. Return to the lounge.
Thanks, big brother.
Taras.
Big brother, I would like to nominate Trevor. I love him so much, but he's gunning for my ride or die Lara, and I need to protect her.
JC.
Oh, big brother, you don't make this easy.
Drew.
From what I'm gathering, the freshies are putting up Trev. So while they're doing that, we're going to put up JC.
Thank you, Reggie. Your nomination has been accepted.
I reckon he needs a firecracker up him and he needs to start getting his head in this game and be more active. The idea of being in this house is to be as active as possible and to make as many connections as possible, and I feel that he's just on the periphery, and I don't like it.
Lulu, what will you be basing your nomination on today?
Oh my God, big brother.
Lara.
Okay, so today I'm nominating Gabby for eviction because I don't feel comfortable around Gabby, and I just feel like Gabby's quite shut off to me and doesn't want to be my friend.
Gabby.
I am going to nominate this person because I think they are a powerhouse of a player, and that person is Lara. She is pretty much the leader of the newbies alongside Joel, and I just question her integrity. I have since the moment she flipped that pillow and made a call and didn't tell anybody what was going on. I think she's borderline a loose cannon, and she leads with her emotions, and that can be really dangerous in this game.
Tim to the diary room. Tim, who would you like to nominate and why?
I'd like to nominate Lulu. I think she's a bit of a floater in this game, and she's not a sure thing at the moment. She could be voting with the newbies.
This is Big Brother. All housemates have now nominated. However, before I reveal the votes, Tully, as head of house, I said you would have a game-changing power. Tully, please stand and face your housemates. Tully, you can pick one housemate to save from tonight's nomination. Any nominations that have been accrued by that housemate will not be counted.
What?
Tully, you must make this decision before I reveal the nominations.
I'm gonna be sick.
Tully, which housemate would you like to save? Tully. You can pick one housemate to save from tonight's nomination. Any nominations that have been accrued by that housemate will not be counted.
I'm gonna be sick.
Which housemate would you like to save?
Trevor, please, big brother.
Trevor, that means any nominations accrued by you will not be counted, keeping you safe from eviction. Joel and Tully, as challenge winners, you are both safe. Housemates, it is now time to reveal this week's house nominations. Alicia, Dave, Drew, Johnson, Reggie, Sam, Taras, and Tim. You received no nominations. That means you are also safe. Gabby. You received 2 nominations. Estelle. You received 1 nomination. Lulu. You received 3 nominations. JC, you received 4 votes, which means you have been nominated. Trevor, you received 2 nominations. However, due to Tully's decision, they no longer count. Lara, you received 4 votes, which means you are also nominated. That means Lulu, Lara, and JC are all nominated and facing eviction. But you will have one more chance to save yourselves from eviction by competing in a second chance challenge.
Oh my God.
Win and you will be safe, leaving the other 2 housemates in the firing line. Lulu, Lara, and JC, make the most of your time. It could be your last days in the Big Brother house. That is all.
That was a bit unorganised, you guys. I'll be doing my own thing from now on.
Well done, Tim. How did you do it?
It wasn't just me. That was magnificent. There's not a single original housemate nominated.
You guys obviously didn't hear my name.
I did not hear your name. Not once. Okay, all right, so let's work it out. Let's be plain and simple. Who do you think it would have been?
It had to be Tim and stuff.
It has to be them.
Tim?
Yeah,
but he's smart. He's saying he went Lulu.
Yeah,
He went Lulu.
but I don't believe him.
Oh, I can't gloat. I can't.
Sure you can.
No.
In here, it's a private space.
Oh, yeah, I can in here, yeah. Oh, my God. That was really easy done. They had a brain fart over their side. Numbers were all over the shop.
Could you put your name? 3 newbies up there.
Who went Lulu here? Anyone here?
No, because Lulu's on our freaking team. Who'd you put your name on?
Lulu.
Did you go Lulu?
Yeah.
So, Tim, what is your plan now that you got the outcome you wanted with the nominations?
Who cares who wins, Lara or JC, the second chance challenge? The other one's going home.
Why do you think I haven't had a kiss yet?
I haven't felt the urge to. I'm sorry.
Are you okay? No.
I don't mean to have led you on.
Oh dear.
Oh, she's a mess.
She might be gunning for blood.
Big Brother, tomorrow